Hong Kong is a small open economy. And if we had a floating rate, then given the volume of trade flows and the even bigger volume of capital flows, suppose there was some instability in China, the Hong Kong dollar would have a huge volatility. So that would be highly undesirable. So it's much better for Hong Kong to peg than to float, number one. Number two is, okay, which currency to peg to? Now, the problem with the renminbi is that it's subject to capital controls, which will likely be there for a long period of time. And there really aren't any other currencies that are appropriate to peg to. It wouldn't be appropriate to peg to the Japanese yen, or to the British pound, or to the euro. Most capital transactions and trade transactions in Asia are denominated in US dollars. And furthermore, the US economy is the major driver of the global business cycle, which in turn influences Hong Kong even more than the business cycle in China. So I still think that for a small open economy like Hong Kong, which wants to be a financial center, it's better to have a fixed rate. And in the current environment, it's better to fix to the US dollar. By contrast, large continental economies like the US, the Eurozone, tend to have floating exchange rates because their trade is relatively small by comparison with the size of the domestic economy. And as long as they have a fairly stable environment, there's not going to be a huge speculative pressure pushing the currency dramatically up or down. That's clearly very different from Hong Kong. So the rule is, for small open economies, a pegged exchange rate is best. For large, more closed continental economies, and by closed I mean economies where the trade share is smaller, for those economies it's better to float. That remains the analysis. That was the situation 35 years ago. It hasn't changed today.